Hello and welcome back to another episode of Boston College Dynasty here on College Football 26. In this episode, we're going to be playing the College Football Playoff Cotton Bowl against Miami. In the last episode, we beat number 12 ranked Boise State to move on to the second round. Had we beaten Miami in the ACC Championship, we would have been in this position automatically, as Miami was given a bye. But that's not what happened. We know why. It's because they beat us. If you need a recap of Miami's roster, look no further. We're about to get into it. They're a very good overall team. Their best overall player is this tackle who's allowed like 13 sacks this season. I already made fun of that dude. I mean, we know most of the guys. Ruben Bain Jr. off the edge. Carson Beck, former Georgia quarterback, behind center. Mark Fletcher, we held him very well. He's not their only halfback, though. Jordan Lyle is very capable in his own right. CJ Daniels torched us last time. Ray Joseph is good. Josiah Trader is good. Tony Johnson is very good. Even Keelan Marion, their fifth receiver, is outstanding. So Miami is going to spread us out. They're going to do what they do. They even have Alex Bowman, great tight end. Again, their line, very strong, very high overall players. Inez Cooper is hurt, but they've got backups. Again, they've got a very strong defense. Justin Scott is another playmaker. They've got pretty great linebackers. Mohamed Tour and Wesley Basainth are also amazing impact players in the linebacker room. Charles Brantley and O.J. Frederick Jr., as well as Ethan O'Connor, even Jedias Richard, Keontae Scott, even. I mean, again, why are we talking about their fifth corner? He'd be one of our best. That's why. Zachariah Poyser is one of their better safeties over the top. Jacoby Thomas is great. Dylan Day is raw, but very good athlete. And Markeith Williams and Isaiah Taylor, also names to be wary about. These are all guys that could easily give us problems. I'm not going to stall it any longer. We know what it is. We know what's on the line. Number 4 and 5 schools in the nation. And this is not the first time we're matching up. We got a good look at them in that conference championship game. We're going to be wearing these, the double whites. Whatever. We'll have Miami wear the green. And, yeah, no more stalling. Let's get into it. Miami taking the field first. Those are some pretty sick unis. We're coming out after them. We're going to have to keep the trend of throwing the ball alive, too. That's something that worked for us a lot in the last episode. I just don't think we're going to be able to run it against these teams with these great front fives. Front sevens even, honestly. And also we want to get Connor Jefferson to not lock us out. That would be phenomenal as well. But here we are. Game time. We are receiving the kick to start. Again, usually something that I don't like, but we're going to have to work with it. It worked for us when we fought Boise last week, and it's going to have to work for us today. Now 1st and 10. And I didn't really like the way any of that set up. Grayson James has got room to run, and he gets a new set of downs. Jordan McDonald has had a trend of taking the first carry for us and then no more after that. So we'll see what happens there. His high risk of injury is definitely what's going on. It's now 2nd and 11. We're going to get that out to Skeet, and he's just going to fight a little bit for 7. 3rd and 4, and they're going to get that to Lewis Bond. What a great play. He is going to try and cut up field. Gets us to the 36. I think it's cool that we've already seen Miami and what they can do. Gives us, a good idea of what to expect. And Jaden Skeet is tearing them up. We're in the red zone. It's just nice to know your opponent. I mean, again, we weren't expecting to make such a deep playoff run this season as Richard gains 9. But even if we weren't expecting success, we're definitely not going to run from it. Can we get that sit down? Moore catches it, but not going to get the touchdown. 1st and goal. And we're going to get that Lewis Bond's way. He hangs on, sits down in the end zone. Once again, we took a 10-0 lead against Miami. I don't think we scored until it was like 21-10. So we got to be careful here. We can't let it slip. We let the momentum slip last time. Miami's first play, back under center. He's going to dump it off, and they get it to their guy for 6. CJ Daniels has been a menace all season, and especially against us. But that play, they get the run with Fletcher for the first. Back under center again. Fletcher with him in the backfield. 1st and 10 is going to be a pass, and they're going to go out to the flat. We wrap up. He gains 6. Going to rush 5. McGowan is going to be on Fletcher, and they're going to have him out. They throw it outside on the other side. Amari Jackson forces the breakup. 3rd and 4. Thornton's going to be our 5th blitzer, trying to put a little pressure on him. Beck, unfazed, throws it out. Amari Jackson breaks it up. Again, can't get too comfortable, but getting a score and then getting a stop to start the game is phenomenal. We will take that 10 times out of 10, and Johnson's going to take us to the 29. 1st and 10. James going to go out looking for Ingram, and he gets 6. I just called him Ingram. That's Jeremiah Franklin. I've been with this whole team for a season. You'd think I know their names by now. But it's 2nd and 4. Lewis Bond's going to get it. I know his name, and he's going to get us to midfield. 1st and 10. Bond is open deep. We cannot get it there. We didn't have any time. We get sacked. 2nd and 20. We're going to get that out Jaden Skeet's way. Pass was kind of rough, so we can only get 9. 3rd and 11. Whoa, 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 whoa. I didn't mean to do that at all, but we don't get a turnover, so that's something, I guess, but that could have been really bad. We are going to punt it, and we are going to force the fair catch at the 17. Obviously, would have loved to go up 2 scores. We don't, and we're going to have to live with it. Miami's got the ball. They've got this man in motion. We are going to blitz them, and they're going to run for 2. 2nd and 8. They are going to throw it outside. They'll gain 6. 3rd and 3. Thornton's going to be blitzing off the edge here, and he was ready for it. He doesn't end up making the tackle, but Beck does not go anywhere. Hutchins was the one on the play. We'll fair catch that. We are at the end of the first quarter up 7-0. Again, you don't want to get too ahead of yourselves. We've played this Miami team before. When they get in rhythm, it is over. 1st and 10. First play of the quarter. We got Jeremiah Franklin wide open. Nobody asked why. He's going to get it into their territory to the 38. Turbo Richard out here. Again, McDonald is probably something to do with the auto subs that I have. Either way, huge loss on that play. And this one, we're going to get it to Franklin, and he's going to get the first. You really do love that. And Richard here falls forward for 6. And we are looking at the red zone right now. Skeet is going to lose 2. 3rd and 6. And we're going to get that over the middle. Reed Harris has got it, and he's got the first. 1st and 10. Play action. We're going to get it to Franklin again. He makes the catch, and he's got it for 8. 2nd and 2. And we're going to get that to Bond again. He sits down, and he's got another touchdown. 14-0. Miami is a great team, and 3 losses on the year. They gave us 1 of our 2 as we pop them. We're not liking these guys, and they don't like us. We've had a great season. We're not trying to have it end today. I'll tell you that much. And Fletcher is going to step out, gain a nothing on that one. They're going up tempo here, and now 2nd and 10. They are going to hand it off to Fletcher. Goes nowhere. 3rd and 10 now. Doing great so far, and that's where it all breaks down. They get their man over the middle, and they're hurrying back to the line. Making some changes. Beck telling him to switch it up a little bit, and he's going to hand it off to Fletcher, who cuts up from Blackwell and gets 5. 2nd and 5. They're going to hand it off Fletcher's way again, and I think we got a holding. And it's on their amazing tackle. This guy, as good of an overall as he is, he sucks. We'll accept that penalty. 2nd and 14 feels a lot better than 3rd and 4. Beck now going to throw another screen pass. Wow. Fletcher actually fumbles? Did he fumble that? For real? Alexander jumps on it. Wow. They're not even challenging it. I'm not going to review it. If you're satisfied with that as a fumble, then I'm satisfied. And speaking of satisfied, Detrell outside all the way to the 23. 1st and 10. We've got our man, Jeremiah Franklin, again. They have been leaving him open all game. Richard in as McDonald still not feeling great. Gets a glitchy animation, gets to the 6. 2nd and goal from that 6. We're going to get it to Franklin. He hangs on for 2, but didn't lead him well. 3rd and goal. Reed Harris. Oh, my God, that's disgusting. How did he catch that? I mean, we're just out of our minds right now. I'm definitely going to have to make the sliders harder for Season 2. If I don't chill out, we're going to win the whole thing this year. And don't get me wrong, I do want to win the Natty, but I don't think it would be incredibly realistic for us. But I don't know. We're destroying Miami right now. They got to get something going, and they got to get it going quick. They're trying to draw some stuff up here, but it's all short yardage. That's going to take us to the 2-minute timeout. We're up 21-0. Don't get it twisted, though. I mean, they get a touchdown here, and then they get a touchdown at the end of the half. Again, they could be in position to tie it up. Did they just fumble it again? What is going on? Another one that they're just not even going to look at. That's 2 fumbles, and we are in so much more than just the driver's seat on this one. 2nd and 4, Richard in motion, and we're going to get that to Franklin. He can hang on. He gets us the 1st. They are so pressed up on our guys, but instead, we had Skeet, probably. I guess we'll never know. Brings us to 2nd and 10. And we're going to get that to Bond, who a little bit behind him, gains 5. 3rd and 5. We are going to throw that to Bond again. He can't catch it. That would have been the kill shot. Instead, we will just take our 3. We'll just line it up like that, and that feels good. 24-0. I know Miami gets ball at half, but even if they score a touchdown in 45 seconds here and score a touchdown to start the opening drive, they'll still be down 10. Our offense is humming. We wanted revenge, and it's looking like we're going to get it. But we don't want to speak too soon at all. Miami in motion here. They are going to their dump off, one of the 2, and they'll call a timeout. Wow. They're going. And we're going to sack them in the backfield. I don't even know. They are hiking it, but they're not going to go anywhere. That's going to be the end of the half. 24-0 at halftime. Yeah, we're throwing the ball like crazy now. It's what I said I wanted to do from the get-go. I do think another thing I'm going to have to do is tweak the accuracy settings, just because Grayson James is a good QB. Don't get me wrong. We are throwing a lot of easier passes, and it's not like the accuracy is perfect. I mean, I don't know. I don't feel like anything we're doing is too crazy, but we're winning these games that we are not even remotely close to being favored in. And another sack. Carson Peck is now hurt. Everything is unraveling for Miami. And Miami going for it again here. And their quarterback is going to run, and he goes down. Matt Chadwick in the game, replacing Carson Beck. He's now got it at 3rd and 2. He's definitely got some wheels. And, he got sacked pretty hard there. That is not good. I say not good, but I really mean not good for them. It's absolutely great for us. Nate Johnson, speaking of great, is going to take it to the 40. 1st and 10. We are looking for Lewis Bond. We're throwing for Lewis Bond, and we are hitting Lewis Bond for 7. That could have been a horrible play. Legit could have been a pick 6. Thank goodness it wasn't. And now we got Richard, and he's loose to the 37. We're already kind of getting to see what Turbo Richard as the number 1 back is going to look like next year. Maybe someone like Detrell will maintain a backup role. You don't really know. They are pressed up pretty heavy here, but they're just not defending the run at all. I mean, I know their line isn't crazy, but ours is nothing to be bragging about, and it's been playing amazing all year. So definitely going to have to touch some of the blocking settings more. It's now 2nd and 6. Good pass over the middle to Skeet. He makes a move, and he's got it to the 7. 1st and goal. What do we got here? We are going to run. It's going to be 1,000%. That's a holding call. I saw it happen. Like, the second our guy didn't allow him by, knew 100%. So that pushes us back to the 17. That's obviously not great. Still somehow 1st and goal, though. And Grayson James is still going to take off, and he's going to get us back to the 7. It's now 2nd and goal, and we are going to throw it to our guy. Oh, my God. Jeremiah Franklin, go off. Well, that's amazing. Really can't do it any better than that. It's now 31-0. I mean, slaughter fest here. I mean, again, remember, Miami held us to 17 total points in that game in the conference championship. College football playoff is different. That's not good. The kicker's not going to be able to get him. Miami's going to get their first points of the game on a kick return touchdown. What a play. And he throws that salute up. Keelan Marion, as I said, I feel like I highlighted him. And if I didn't, I definitely should have. He's a great return man. He's very fast. And he puts Miami on the board. 95-yard return touchdown gives Miami something to work with, but all it really does is just turn it back to a 24-point game. At the end of the day, they are going to have to do a lot more than that. 1st and 10. We've made some adjustments. Okay, so I did not want to do that. Should have thrown it to the other guy who was actually open. That's my bad. Carson Beck is now in the game for Miami, and they're going to get it out to their receiver for 6. You never want to give teams life. I know the game is almost in the 4th quarter here, and they have no run game whatsoever as Thornton blows that up. But it doesn't matter. It's not somebody that you can mess with, and Miami's just going to keep the drive going. Now 1st and goal at the 8. Beck in the backfield with Fletcher again, as per usual. They're going to send him in motion, and they hand it off for Fletcher, and he goes nowhere. 2nd and goal. They are going to throw it out to their guy, and he's just been silent all game. He killed us the last time we matched up, but he's still not been great all through this one, and they're going to have to throw it away. I don't know. They are going to go for 3. That's kind of crazy to me, but what are you going to do? They'll now only be down 21, which is still something, I guess. I'd still say after throwing the pick that I just threw, if you told me we were only going to give up 3, I would be pretty down. 1st and 10. We are going to get it to Bond again, and he is going to get 8. Turbo back out here on this one. He's got great wheels and blocks, and he gets the 1st and more. 1st and 10. We're going to throw it out to our boy, Jeremiah Franklin. He gets the 1st. That's why we love him. And the first look here, it's going to be deep for Bond and triple coverage. They break that up pretty easily. Thought he had a step. Obviously he didn't. We'll move Reed Harris in motion, and we're going to get that to Bond's way, but he cannot hold on. 3rd and 10. We're going to have to just throw that up for Bond. I can't really think of anything else to do, and it's going to just be an arm punt. That's how we're going to go into the 4th quarter. Obviously, unnecessary turnover on Grayson James' stats. 2 of them, really, but we're passing the ball well. Miami can't do anything anyway, and I think we're going to feel just fine going into the 4th. 1st and 10, back in the backfield. I'm sure he's adjusting to the blitz that we're sending. It's a massive one. And, yeah, we're not going to be able to wrap up in the open field. Still not able to wrap up. Oh, my God. Amari Jackson is going to track him down, but that's a insane play. Now we're going to blitz KP Price off the edge instead of Blackwell, and they still pick him up. And we're going to have Davis wrap up for 5. I mean, Miami's just real weakness here is just the amount of time that they have. Fletcher's got first real good run of the game. Now it's 1st and goal at the 6. Back again, still making a lot of decisions at the line. And he goes underneath. They catch it. Get to the 3. 2nd and goal. Price off the edge. Hits Beck but not before they get into the end zone. Only 8 minutes to go, but you're still not really happy about taking 17 unanswered. If it wasn't 17 unanswered, it sure feels like it. I think it was 24-7 and then 31-7, but now 31-17. 1st and 10. Once again, over the middle, Jeremiah Franklin gets 9. 2nd and 1. Skeet's coming in motion. We are actually going to flip it out to him. He falls forward and gets the first. 1st and 10. We're going to have to get that out to Skeet, and he drops it. 2nd and 10. They've got a lot going on here. Jaden Skeet is going to catch it and get the first. 1st and 10. We're going to get it to our boy Lewis Bond. He's got another first. Now we're going to hand it off. Richard's going to get the carry, and he'll get 6. Turbo Richard here on the play. Going to get the run. He's got the first all the way to the 26. Once you burn the clock like we're burning the clock, it's really not that much else left to do. Richard only gets 2 on that one. Under 4 minutes to go. We are going to hand it off. Richard falls forward for 7. 3.5 now on the clock. We've got it to Detrell, and he just can't get the first. In fact, he loses yards. We are still just going to take our 3. Under 3 minutes to go, and we are up. This is genuinely just unbelievable run from this Boston College team, and I really don't know how we're doing it. The offense is what's been keeping us afloat. But what's funny is I feel like during the regular season, what was keeping us afloat was our defense. So I really don't know. Empty backfield here on 3rd and 6. Miami's going to have to go. They throw it up. Amari Jackson done so well in coverage today. CJ Davis Jr., I believe, was the target on that. And again, he's been carving us up in that AFC Championship. ACC Championship, whatever. Davis seals the game with an interception. 1st and 10. We're going to get Richard the carry. He goes nowhere. That'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. 2nd and 11. I'm going to get that to Bond, and he gets it to 3rd and inches. And there is no fight from Miami, so if we do get this first down here, which Richard does easily, we will have the game under wraps. For whatever reason, it's not going to let us chew the clock. I'm just going to do that manually, I guess. Whatever. Close enough. Jaden Skeet's going to get out here, gets the great block, and yeah, we could get it. I could stat pad on Miami. I'm really not worried about it, though. I'll just throw that chew clock on and make sure that this will be the last play of the game. It'll be a nice little handoff to Turbo, and that'll do it. Once again, could score, could run it up, just trying to get the game over with. No reason to play anymore if we don't have to. 34-17 is the final. We get our revenge on Miami. Still only 2 losses in the year. One of those was the conference championship, but we stayed alive. We won our first playoff game, and now here we are advancing to the semifinals. We'll start with Miami. I mean, Carson Beck wasn't horrible. I think we played great coverage. Mark Fletcher, again, we contained him. He had a great year. Very long rusher, but the games we played against him, he just has not gotten it going. And then again, in the receiving game, other than that 69-yard nice catch from Alex Bowman, we really didn't allow too much. I mean, Josiah Trader had a decent catch. Ray Joseph had a lot of underneath stuff, but I felt like we contained him pretty well. As for Grayson James, basically had 300 yards. We're throwing the ball a lot more. 4 touchdowns to 2 interceptions. But again, 80% completion. You feel great about that. Hopefully we'll get that deal breaker removed on Connor Jefferson. And Turbo Richard, 15 for 81, leading the way there. Jeremiah Franklin was the leader today in both receptions and, well, I guess Bond led in touchdowns, but Franklin led in yards. Skeet also had a very good game. All the usual suspects did well. But there we are. We got our revenge on Miami. That feels great. I was not expecting us to win that game at all. I was expecting that to be a lot worse than the conference championship, but we stay alive. Lewis Bond, single season receiving yards record. I mean, maybe. It's definitely possible. They're saying that he has these records for us. So if he does, that's cool. If you're not sure why I'm skeptical, check the end of the last episode. But we won the quarterfinal, so now we're on to the semis. I am going to just move us forward another week. Same guys that are looking to transfer. Amari Jackson was the Defensive Player of the Week. That's cool. Lewis Bond was the Conference Player of the Week as well. And Lewis Bond, National Offensive Player of the Week. And we are now matched up against the Baylor Bears. 13-1 on the year, 9-0 in conference play. Another absolute juggernaut that happens to be very similar overall as us. Taking a look at the bracket, Baylor beat Notre Dame convincingly. Oregon beat Louisville pretty convincingly. Texas Tech takes a fat L to Penn State. So everyone that you expected to be in the semifinal is there except for Miami. Baylor has had an amazing year. I mean, we've had an amazing year too, though. We will see the semifinal matchup. I, again, am astounded that we've even made it this far. I would already consider this season a success. 2 college football playoff wins. I know one of them was the wild card or whatever, but winning against a top 5 school is crazy. Especially when it's Miami, someone I'm going to consider in this series a rival. I don't have a ton else for you, though, honestly. That's really it. I'll see you all in the next one. And until then, take care.